Hey everybody, I'm back. So anyway, right now I'm going to do a really quick video. I've had so many people ask me about my maintenance video about chemicals for our black tanks. You guys, we're going to cover this today. We're going to cover this in detail, and then everybody will have an idea about black tank maintenance. You know, it's really a gross kind of subject, and I really hate to have to touch on it, but you know what, the fact is I'm always skimming over it. So today we're going to get into detail and try not to be too graphic. Okay, so let's get on with it. Anyhow, there are many chemicals you guys can use in your black tanks. There are some that are like little detergent pods. There are some that are in bottles, that's a liquid. There are some in big bags, that's a liquid. There are some that are enzymes. There are some that are deodorant chemicals. Now, I have used all of them, trying to find the best to control odor. Because the fact is when you're sitting in the middle of nowhere for 10 to 14 days, that tank is going to smell. Regardless if you're in an RV, if you're running that tank and you're emptying it once a week even, that tank is going to smell. You guys, it's just part of having an RV that your black tanks are going to smell. So the best that I have found, and everybody asks me, what chemicals do you use, Tammy? What chemicals? I'm going to show you the chemicals I use. I use this. I get this at Walmart, this box of 10. That's 10 weeks, okay, $8. That's 80 cents a week, you guys. That's good. I know at the initial investment, right, $8 is $8. But the one I use is a powder. Now this particular one comes, see the bags? This particular one comes in bags, but this company also makes one that comes in bottles that are about this big. Let me tell you about the little pod ones, okay? You can get them with liquid, you can get them with powder, but they have a minuscule amount of chemicals in them. The fact is one little pod, and you get 12 pods per bag for almost the same price as this box, $8. And the fact is it never, one little pod never takes care of the issue. I know, I was stuck in the middle of nowhere 4 weeks with little pods. So take my advice, and for the same amount of money, get the ones that are big bags. If you're going to use dry, if you're going to use wet, get the big bottles. You guys, black tanks are so important. If you don't have a good working black tank, then you're screwed. Bottom line, you're in trouble. And you're in trouble because no matter if we're parked in an RV resort or park, we're parked in the middle of nowhere, our black tanks have to be closed. I've talked about this. And the reason that your black tank has to be closed in an RV park is because the liquids will all run off, and the solids and the paper will stay in the bottom of your tank, and you will end up replacing that tank. Now, these chemicals are supposedly made to break down toilet paper. Now, you can go to Walmart and for $5 buy 4 rolls of camp toilet paper that is biodegradable. But really, who wants to spend $5 for 4 rolls of toilet paper? Just saying. The best bet is to go buy single ply potty paper. And I know that's gross, and I would rather have Charmin, trust me. But I'm also not in a position, nor do I ever want to have to replace a black tank again. You're looking at $500 to $800, you guys, including labor. So you want to take care of that black tank. And with that being said, there are people who throw their toilet paper down into their black tank, and there are those of us who do not. Now, if you do not, and you discard your toilet paper in a waste container of your choosing, I'm not going to get graphic here, then you can use Charmin. Bottom line, you can use the softest paper in the world, but if you're going to flush it, you need to make sure that that stuff breaks down in water before you put it in your tank, because the last thing you need is layers upon layers upon layers. And as it layers up, you get less and less space and less time in the middle of nowhere. Now, being in an RV park, it don't matter, but when you're boondocking or you're on the road, you want as much of that black tank available for your use. And if you have more than one person, you're emptying it often. So, maintaining your black tank is very important. Now, the reason why, we know the reason why you keep it closed while you're out boondocking, and you better be, because that is nasty. Don't be emptying your gray tanks or your black tanks, you guys, while you're out boondocking in the natural habitat. You take that rig in and you empty it proper. I'm just saying, we have so many new nomads that are not taking out their trash. They're dumping their nasty tanks in our deserts. This is going to stop people from being able to stay for free. I'm just saying, if these rangers have to come in and clean up your black tank, your gray tank, or your trash, they're going to stop us from boondocking. What you carry in, you carry out. And you know what? I know. I have stayed 16 days in one spot. I had 4 big bags of trash, but I took it out. So don't leave your trash, you guys. Don't dump your tanks, either one of them. And to keep your tanks smelling good, don't use the enzymes. There's one out there that's an enzyme, and I have to tell you, that enzyme smells worse than anything I've ever smelled coming out of a black tank. Just saying. I would absolutely recommend this brand. I empty my tanks in this RV park once a week. Once a week, every Sunday, I empty my black tank. I never have a smell using this product. Now, when I used the enzyme, I had terrible smell. When I used the little pods, I had terrible smell. But when I used this product, either in the powder packs that I have here or in the bottles, I have never had an issue with odor, ever. One more thing before I get going is, at least once a month, after you have emptied your black tank, fill it with clean water. If you're in an RV park, it will not hurt you to do this. Now, boondocking, this could be a pain to fill up that black tank while you're trying to fill up your tanks, get gas, air your tires. Just saying. But if you're sitting in an RV park, an RV resort, try and once a month empty that black tank all the way, fill it all the way with clean water, and let it set for 4 to 6 hours. Just to loosen up and give a good run out. It's called cleaning your black tank. If you've got the hose set up where you can bring your outside hose in there and squirt it down from the inside, do that. Anything, you guys, anything at all to maintain something that is so important to us all. Because I'm a girl, and the last thing I want to do is potty in a bush. Would I? Absolutely. Do I want to? Not on your life. And that brings me to one other thing. You know, when I was out boondocking, one of the things that really got me was my dog Chloe, bless her heart. We were boondocking in Cottonwood, and there was a man there in a tent, and with him was a couple that had a travel trailer, but neither of the two people had a working black tank, and they used the wilderness as their potty, which, you guys, it's not a big deal. We've all been out in the middle of nowhere and had to go potty. But you guys, dig a hole. Bury it. Because my little dog Chloe, and your dog will too, decided to go roll around in it. Just saying. So be considerate of others while you're out boondocking. Take care of your tanks. People don't want to wake up to smelling your black tank in the morning. There's nothing grosser. So maintain your black tank, you guys. When you are parked in an RV park, that black tank still needs to be closed off. And you need to empty it accordingly. Now, you can leave your gray tank open, but no matter if you're boondocking or you're parked in an RV space, that black tank needs to be closed. Just saying, it'll save you a ton of money. So when you are out boondocking or when you're in an RV park, make sure you maintain that black tank, because there's nothing more disgusting than waking up or going to sleep because of the heat to somebody's funk because they didn't take care of their RV. They didn't take care of their waste. And we're all adults here. We all have waste. We can't, you know, you either got a bucket or you got a potty or you have, oh, what are those called? Composting. But take care of it, you guys. Let's leave our boondocking spots as clean, if not cleaner, than when we got there. Make it a habit that when you leave that boondocking spot, that you pick up an extra bag of trash and carry it out. I taught my children that years ago when I taught them how to camp. We always went around and tried to find one more bag of trash that others had left. You know, maintaining your rig is so important for longevity. You want that rig to function for you. It has to do things for you that a normal house would do. So take care of that black tank. And you know, the chemicals that you buy, they could range from $8, this was I think $8.59 for 10 packs, 10 weeks for me, to $12. And you can get 10 to 12, but those little pods, you guys, don't invest in them. They're just not worth it. If I was to use one of those little packs in place of one of these big packs, it would take me 4 pods. And if you're getting 12, think about it. You're getting ripped off because there's just not enough in them. Just not. Anyway, I know this is a subject I had to cover. I rushed through it. I hope you guys caught it all. But black tank maintenance is so important because you use it whether you're boondocking or whether you're in an RV park. And the fact is we want to make our experience pleasant. We want other people's experience around us to be as pleasant. And please, please, take out your trash. What you take in, take out. And that'll enable us all to continue to have free boondocking should we desire to be there. Because I don't see me camp working for the rest of my life. Anyway, I want you all to remember to love yourselves. Because if you don't love you, nobody's going to love you. And you know what? Get out today. It's so beautiful out. It is so beautiful out. This girl's got to go take care of some issues. But you know what? You're on my heart. You're on my mind. Peace. Bye-bye.